So I'm starting this response video with the second boat I built based on the inspiration provided by this video, the original video. You can see it's foam board that I've taken a variety of dowel and popsicle sticks used as a covering, and that's sort of that technique or whatever. I mean, just doing this was born out of a desire to put a little more panache on the original design, which I really loved, and which has sort of given me a whole host of ideas that I'm working through. But onto the main event, which is the boat that I made after I saw the original video, because I wanted to have a seafaring campaign, and here it is. So this is the full ship. I know it's taller than the flat one in the original video. You can see that here is sort of where the other one would have ended. So we're the same, but I've sort of gone through that same process, but I've also stained it. And the cool part is I built the top part first, and when I did, I realized that I might want stuff to be able to happen below decks, because this is sort of a medium ship. I put the minis on there so you could get a size reference, but if I pull this top away, actually I'll put it back here. Now we have a usable lower deck as well. So we've got sort of a common room. I don't have any beds, but I wanted to put them back there. We've got cannons poking out through these ports here, which aren't perfect, but they were sort of the last minute ideas I was doing them. So then you come up here, you have sort of a hold. And yeah, so the idea would be that you'd put this where the ship actually is and have this over to the side so that you could use it for maybe something that's going on there, somebody climbing through the cannon port or something along those lines. But thank you very much for the inspiration. The design was fantastic. I'll show you a little bit more of the top. You can see a pretty direct influence with how the openings are. And this, again, this is just foam board that I cut to shape. The main advice I can give is don't try and guess. Hold your board up and make markings for your lengths, and then also cut your pieces, cut one piece and then trace it to cut the other so that you have perfect symmetry. But yeah, I got a little proud there. I wanted to coat this in something metal so it could ram. I haven't done that yet, but you'll notice the popsicle sticks didn't take the stain very well. I would recommend, if anybody does this, which is just cutting a bunch of planks of the same size and then making them fit your surface and cutting them so that they follow a curve or what have you. The ladders, again, are just dowel, and there's sort of these toothpick width, a little wider for the steps. Yeah. So if you have any other questions, just let me know, but thank you very much. I mean, the design is all yours. I just kind of prettied it up with more popsicle sticks. If I were to do it again, this deck is real loose with the spacing, especially from above, you can kind of see. I'd be a little bit more diligent with that. I tried to be on the lower deck. You can see it's tighter, but even then there are still some errors. But yeah, pretty easy process. Would be made much easier with one of those tiny table saws. But yeah, it's a great design. Thank you very much. I can't wait to use it in my game.